Lance looking to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On play action, Lance. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first down, Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
Tackle by Emmanuel Mosley.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd down and 7. Here's Lawrence.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown.
Well, we saw Trevor Lawrence take plenty of deep shots in his days at Clemson, and he shows off that cannon of an arm here as a rookie at the NFL level.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here's Richie James on the return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the 49er first down.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, a first down.
So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Rolling to his right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Lance
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Jaguars 7. Robbie Gould kicking off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 27.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that ball is caught by D.J. Chark for the Jags touchdown. D.J. Chark, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, for Trey Lance, not only was he the youngest quarterback in the 2021 draft class, but many say he had the strongest arm, too, and he showed it off here.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Lawrence. That caught by Manhertz.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down. Again, it's Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, The NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely. But that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their career. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the option to give to Sermon here. Sermon with space, a 1st down and then some.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
On 1st down, Lance checks it down to Sermon out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Lance a give now to Sermon.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Trey Sermon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Shark hauls it in. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Connection made with Shenault.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw. And trying to find Shark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, it's Lance. This one caught by Kittle. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position. Everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 69 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Lance now on first down. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 3-yard line.
Sermon. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They'll try and run. Sermon. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Now Lawrence to throw. Open man left side. It's a tight end, Manhertz.
A gain of 6 there on first.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
And I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
And this is going to be incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as they'll go for it on fourth down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And there's Manhertz, the tight end.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Manhertz, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will shrink to 6. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Incomplete. Convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jags are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
49ers 27.
The touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Now James returning. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. This to the outside, it's Sermon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, Sermon. And oh, he coughed it up. And the Jags grab it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He has been... And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
following the fumble recovery. Lance throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Lance now to throw. This one taken in by the former Baylor Bear, Jalen Hurd. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
86 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 36-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They run once more with Sermon.
And this carry now is productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Throwing now is Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Sermon, they'll try the left side with it.
He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon
with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if he can make someone miss in the open field.
He'll look to throw.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on.
These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Back to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And he was looking for James Robinson out of the backfield.
But it'll be second down.
Lawrence.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way.